Hello friends, welcome to this second part of lumped system analysis for the subject heat transfer. My name is Mr. S. V. Kumbar, Assistant Professor, Sharad Institute of Technology College of Engineering, Yadra, Ichalkarji. In previous video lecture, we have studied criteria for lumped system analysis, that is for Biot number and Fourier number. We have defined Biot number. So Biot number is defined as it is a ratio of conductive thermal resistance upon convective thermal resistance. That is, its equation is HL upon K, where H is convective heat transfer coefficient, L is characteristic length, and K is thermal conductivity of the material. So this characteristic length of any material is calculated by volume upon surface area. We have studied this part. So the power on exponential HAS rho Vc tau can be arranged in dimensionless form. This equation that we had studied in lumped system analysis, this is general equation, exponential of minus HAS upon rho Vc tau. This can be rearranged as HV upon KAS into second bracket A square K rho V square C tau. So this can be simplified as HLC upon K alpha tau upon LC square, where alpha is known as thermal diffusivity of solid. We have seen this term in first unit, and LC is known as characteristic length that we had already studied. It is a ratio of volume of solid to surface area of solid. So for a plate, characteristic length LC is equal to V upon AS. That is, V is the volume, LBH, and its surface area 2BH. This BH will get cancelled. So for plate, characteristic length is calculated as L by 2. So remember, we will require this characteristic length while solving numerical. So for a long cylinder, LC is equal to pi r square L, that is the volume, and 2 pi RL, that is the surface area. So R by 2, that is the characteristic length for a cylinder of radius R. For a sphere, LC is equal to R by 3, where R is the radius of sphere. Similarly for cube, LC is equal to L by 6. Now, the non-dimensional factor HLC upon K is known as Biot number. That is, it is the ratio of convective thermal resistance upon conductive thermal resistance. So, what is the significance of Biot number then? Biot number gives an indication of the ratio of internal conduction resistance to surface convection resistance. When the value of Biot number is very small, it indicates that the system has a small internal conduction resistance, that is, relatively small temperature gradient or existence of practically uniform temperature within the system. The convective resistance then predominates and transient phenomenon is controlled by convective heat exchange only. That is, when Biot number is less than 0.1, the lumped heat system approach can be used to advantage with simple shape such as plate, cylinder, sphere, cube, etc. The error associated with it is 5%. The second non-dimensional factor alpha T upon LC square is known as Fourier number, FO. So Fourier number is given as alpha T upon LC square, where alpha is thermal diffusivity, T is the time, and LC square is its characteristic length square. And Fourier number signifies the degree of penetration of heating or cooling effect through a solid. Now we have defined Biot number and Fourier number. Now if you memorized the general heat equation for lumped system, so we have already derived this equation, T minus Ta upon Ti minus Ta e raised to minus HAS upon rho Vc tau. It is replaced as e raised to minus Bi into Fo. So it's time to solve one numerical based on lumped heat system. So in example, a 50 centimeter by 50 centimeter copper slab 6.25 mm thick, has a uniform temperature of 300 degrees centigrade. Its temperature is suddenly lowered to 36 degrees centigrade. Calculate the time required for the plate to reach the temperature of 108 degrees centigrade. Take rho is equal to 9000 kg per meter cube, C is equal to 0.38 kilojoule per kg degree Kelvin or degree centigrade, K is equal to 370 watt per meter degree centigrade, and H is equal to 90 watt per meter square degree centigrade. So try to write down the given data. So surface area of plate, as its area is specified here 50 centimeter by 50 centimeter. So surface area is 0.5 into 0.5 multiplied by 2, that is the surface area. Considering two sides, it will be 0.5 meter square. So this step is very important, because if you take 50 by 50 only, it will not work, because heat will enter through one side of slab and it will reject from another side. That's why it has to be multiplied by 2. Volume of plate is 0.5 into 0.5 multiplied by thickness is 6.25. So volume is this one. So characteristic length is V upon AS. Okay. So another alternative method is, for a plain slab, you can consider L by 2 also. Its LC is 0.03125, right? Or by dividing by 2, if you take its L by 2, this is thickness, so if you take L by 2, it will be a same figure, 0.03125 meter, that is the characteristic length. This is the very first important procedure. Find out characteristic length of any object, then check for Biot number. So Biot number is given as HLC upon K. H is given as 90, LC we have already calculated, and K value is given 370. So Biot number is 7.6 into 10 raised to minus 4. As Biot number is less than 0.1, hence we can apply lumped capacitance method, that is Newtonian heating or cooling method. If Biot number is more than 0.1, then we can't use this formula. So students should remember this. Check for Biot number first. If Biot number is less than 0.1, then we can use the lumped heat system analysis. So T minus Ta upon Ti minus Ta is equal to exponential of minus HAS upon rho Vc tau. This is the formula for temperature distribution for lumped heat system. So what is given? Temperature, we have to determine. Time, we have to calculate time for when a plate is kept from 300 degrees centigrade to 108 degrees centigrade. So its initial temperature is 300, ambient temperature is 36, which is given here. Ambient temperature or atmospheric temperature is 36, and we have to calculate the time drop from 300 to 108. That's why T is equal to 108, which is equal to exponential of H is given as 90, AS surface area that we had already calculated at 0.5, rho is given 9000, volume is calculated 0.0015625, and C it is already given, that is 0.38 into 1000 into tau. T, time interval T should be calculated. So solve this, we will get E is equal to e raised to minus 0.00842. Solve this, we will get 0.2727. So e raised to minus 0.00842 tau. So take its reciprocal because it's negative. That's why 1 upon e raised to 0.00842 t. So take this term to left hand side, 0.2727 to right hand side. We will get e raised to 0.00842 tau, which is equal to 3.662. Take log on both sides, log to the base e. So this will become 0.00842 t ln 3.667. Use ln function here. Don't use log function. Use ln function. You will get 1.2994. Take this to right hand side. We will get time interval t is equal to 154.32 second. It means that when a body which is having initial temperature 300 degrees centigrade, when it is suddenly lowered to 36 degrees centigrade, so it will take 154.32 seconds to reach from 300 to 108 degrees centigrade. So here this is first problem. We will solve one more numerical. A solid copper sphere of 10 centimeter diameter, rho is equal to 8954 kg per meter cube, Cp 383 joule per kg Kelvin, K is equal to 386 watt per meter Kelvin. Initially at a uniform temperature Ti is equal to 250 degrees centigrade. It suddenly immersed in a well stirred fluid which is maintained at a uniform temperature of 50 degrees centigrade. The heat transfer coefficient between sphere and the fluid H is equal to 200 watt per meter square Kelvin. Determine the temperature of copper block after T is equal to 5 minutes after immersion. So in earlier problem we have calculated time. In this problem we will calculate the temperature at time interval 5 minutes after immersion. So diameter of copper sphere is given, that is 10 centimeter means 0.1 meter. Rho is given 8954 kg per meter cube. Cp is given 383 joule per kg Kelvin. Thermal conductivity K is given 386 watt per meter Kelvin. Initial temperature is 250 degrees centigrade. Ambient temperature is 50 degrees centigrade. H is equal to 200 watt per meter square. K is tau is 5 minutes, that is 300 seconds. First of all we have to calculate Biot number. If Biot number is less than 0.1, then and then the temperature distribution for lumped heat system analysis should be used. So as it is a sphere, we can directly use characteristic length for sphere is r by 3, that is 0.1 divided by 6, that is 0.0167. After calculating its characteristic length, find out Biot number HLC upon K. Biot number is 8.64 into 10 raised to minus 3. Now here in this case also Biot number is less than 0.1, hence lumped heat system can be used. So T minus Ta upon Ti minus Ta is equal to exponential of minus HAS rho Vc into tau. Here we have to calculate time after 300 second or 5 minute. So T minus 50, that is ambient temperature, initial temperature is 250 minus 50, exponential of minus 200 upon 8954, that is a density, here 0.01667, that is the volume, into 383, that is Cp, into 300, this value comes to be 0.35. And after solving this we will get temperature after 5 minutes, that is 300 seconds, as 120 degrees centigrade. So what is the important thing while solving numerical? First calculate characteristic length, after that find out Biot number. If Biot number is less than 0.1, then and then go for this equation. If Biot number is greater than 0.1, then don't use this equation. Mention your answer like this: as Biot number is greater than 0.1, we can't use lumped heat system analysis. So Fourier number, like Biot number, is an important parameter in transient heat transfer problem. It is also known as dimensionless time. Fourier number signifies the degree of penetration of heating or cooling effect through solid, as we have already discussed. So next point is Hessler and Grober chart. The one-term approximation solution were represented in graphical form by Hessler in 1947. They were supplemented by Grober in 1961 with graph for heat transfer. That's why that chart is known as Hessler and Grober chart. These graphs are shown in the following slides for long cylinder, plane wall and sphere respectively. Now first chart in each of this figure gives non-dimensionalized center temperature, that is TO, at x is equal to 0 for the slab of thickness 2L and at r is equal to 0 for cylinder and sphere at a given time tau. Temperature at any other position at the same time t is calculated using the next graph called as position correction chart. And third chart gives Q upon Q max. Now we will see Hessler and Grober chart for plane slab, cylinder and sphere at a given time interval t. So first of all, temperature of plate at midpoint. So here in this figure, a slab or wall is having 2L, that is the length, and at its center, this is the Hessler and Grober chart. And how to determine it? So for that purpose, theta naught is equal to To minus Ta upon Ti minus Ta. This is the y-axis, and on x-axis, Fourier number is plotted, that is alpha t upon L square. So here theta is equal to Tx of t minus Ta, T0 of t minus Ta, and here 1 upon Biot number, that is K upon HL. This is Q upon Qmax. As we had already discussed, first chart will give non-dimensional center temperature, second chart, that is position correction chart, and third chart is Q upon Qmax. Similarly here, this is position correction chart and this is Q upon Qmax. Similarly for cylinder at midpoint. This is the cylinder, and at midpoint the first chart is drawn, that is non-dimensional chart, that is FO Fourier number is equal to alpha t upon Rho square, which is plotted on x-axis. On y-axis, theta naught is equal to T0 of t minus Ta upon Ti minus Ta. Here position chart, position correction chart for cylinder, and Q upon Qmax chart for hollow cylinder. Temperature for sphere at midpoint. Similarly, position chart, position correction chart, and Q upon Qmax. Now you have studied, you have just seen three charts, right? Now how to use this chart while solving numerical? So procedure to use this chart to solve numerical. So first of all, calculate Biot number from the given data with usual definition, that is Biot number is equal to HLC upon K, where LC is the characteristic length we have already studied, that is LC is equal to L, half thickness for plane wall, LC is equal to R by 2 for cylinder, and LC is equal to R by 3 for a sphere. If Biot number is less than 0.1, use lumped system analysis, otherwise go for the term of approximation or chart solution. If Biot number is greater than 0.1, calculate the Biot number again with appropriate definition of Biot number. Means if Biot number is greater than 1.1, then calculate Biot number where L is equal to half thickness, Biot number is equal to HR upon K for a cylinder. Also calculate Fourier number FO alpha T upon L square for plane wall as well as cylinder. To calculate the center temperature, use the first charge in the set given depending upon the geometry being considered, whether it is a plane wall, whether it is a cylinder, whether it is a sphere. So calculate its center temperature using first chart. Fourier number is on x-axis. Draw a vertical line to intersect 1 upon Biot number line. From the point of intersection, move horizontally to the left to y-axis to read the value of theta naught To minus Ta upon Ti minus Ta. Here To is the center temperature, which can now be calculated since Ti and Ta is known to us. To calculate the temperature at any other position, use second figure, that is appropriate position. Enter the chart with 1 upon Biot number on the x-axis. Move vertically up to intersect the x upon L or R upon R curve, and from the point of intersection move to the left to read y-axis. The value of theta is equal to T minus Ta upon To minus Ta. Here T is the desired temperature at the indicated position. To find out the amount of heat transferred, Q, during a particular time interval t from the beginning, that is t is equal to 0. Use the third figure, that is q upon q max depending upon geometry. Enter the x-axis with value of bi square into fo and move vertically up to the intersect the curve representing the appropriate Biot number, and move to the left hand side to read y-axis, the value of q upon q max. Q is easily found out since q max is equal to mcp ti minus ta, and q is equal to q upon q max into q max. So q can be easily calculated. So here we conclude lumped heat system analysis. Thank you very much.